All right. So, how to improve your discipline? How to actually, what it actually means to take action and literally just do it. Because a lot of these people on the internet that tell you, oh, you need to just do it, you need to just take action. It's simple. It's so easy. I don't know what you're thinking. Like, you literally gotta want it, or you just don't want it. Like, it's, a lot of people say that, but they don't actually give you a walkthrough, because in reality it is like that's what it really is in simple form. Like, you really just have to do it, but you gotta start realizing it, and you gotta literally, some people have to wake up to this, because a lot of people are stuck into this psyop, into this brainwash. And maybe you're the person who's watching this, you could possibly be like brainwashed. And what I mean by that is, like, you're not literally like you're being controlled like a puppet, but what it means to be psyoped or like be manipulated is to say that you are attached to dopamine, to the need to do something, to the need to constantly be on your phone, to the need to constantly check on social media, to the need to constantly seek validation, to the need to constantly see what other people are doing. So that's what I mean by psyop, like the dopamine and the need to eat something good, the need to always like snack on something. You need to always be satisfied, and in several types of ways: taking a nap, laying down, resting. Let's see what else. Eating ice cream, and then staying on TikTok, and then watching YouTube, and then watching whatever show you like, and then talking to the person you like. That's what I mean. But you need to get out of that bad form. You need to get out of those bad habits, and you need to separate yourself from them. First, if you want to grow in life, you need to transform first, and you need to leave the old shell behind. And you don't have to necessarily 100% transform in the first seconds, in the first moments. But just know that every day, and every moment that passes by, every second that passes by, you have the opportunity to take action. You have the opportunity to change your life. You have the opportunity to decide your will and your life and where you decide to go. And once you decide, and once you realize that you literally have control over your life, you have control over your mind, you have control over your destiny and what you will do the next hour, you have control over the actions and decisions that you make. Once you realize that, you start becoming more dependent, and you start becoming more fulfilled. You start living your life more purposely, and you start to realize that, the little things in life really they really truly matter. And once you build this discipline, once you start leaving these old habits behind, you really start to find out what you love. And once you do what you love, you start living a fulfilling life. And once you live a fulfilling life, you start living a truly happy life. And you are free. It's just you start living in an addiction to wanting to improve and wanting to do things that you love. And it's not out of a selfish need, but once you start gaining this form of self-love to wanting to improve, you start reflecting this upon others, because you realize that you are capable of leaving this shell behind just like others, and others are in their old shells. And you start to realize, you start to gain self-awareness that everyone else is just like you. And it doesn't mean in a way that you're not ordinary. You are ordinary, but it's a mean that we all go through the same struggles, the similar struggles. We don't go exactly through the same experiences, but we have similar struggles that, we have to overcome, like depression, mental illness, struggle, sadness, anxiety, stress. We all have to overcome these things in life. Whether you think you're perfect or not, whether you're so egotistical or not, at some point in your life, you had to have overcome this, and you had to find identity in yourself. Whether it was at the age of 6 years old, age of 12, or age of 16, or the age of 20, or even the age of 30. It doesn't matter at what age it is, as long as you overcome that part of your life and you start moving on. And once you overcome that part of life, you start wanting to see others around you succeed. You start wanting to see others around you, want to change. You want to see others change, so you encourage them. You live your own life, and you try to be an example. You try to live for them, so they could see you and see you as an example, so they strive to improve. But look at this. Those are reasons why you should want to discipline, and why you should want to actually improve your life. And that's a good vision to put in your mind. So I hope if you see that, if you're still watching this video, I hope you start thinking this through. Hold on, give me one sec. Oh, hold on. just got home. Pops need to skedaddle from work. Pops need to skedaddle from work. Okay, so where was I? If you're still watching this video, I thank you very much, because it's a sign that you are at least open-minded, or you're willing to at least put in the time and effort to not just support, but you have hope in seeing something that is beneficial for you. And not just that, but even if it's not beneficial, it's better to hear something encouraging that you may already know, because it just helps and build that environment around you. It helps influence you, and it helps really set your mind in pace. It helps you affirm how you feel, and you keep doing what you want, and it helps assert and affirm your mentality. It's like your environment. And I've went on about this in different videos, but your environment is very important. I'll go into that in a different video, but your environment is very important. So look, I hope that vision that I just, that example, like visioning of what your life will look like, can help you realize that I really should improve, not just for myself, but for other people. And it's a good thing. But look, first you need to start off with something small. Set little things, all right? Look, you don't gotta live the most David Goggins life. You don't gotta do no fucking Andrew Tate shit. You don't gotta do no Iman Gazmi. You don't gotta do no Luke Belmar stuff. You don't gotta fast. You don't gotta do those. You don't have to start off with this crazy stuff, all right? Look, in everything literally, everything in life, it takes time. And it's a process, all right? The butterfly, caterpillar, the example of evolution, the example of adapting. Everything takes time, all right? Even your mind, it takes time to heal. So how can you expect yourself to fully transform into a disciplined person, or to a person who's so amazing, when it literally takes your mind so long just to get rid of something? To get rid of a bad habit, it takes 21 plus days. And you can't expect things to be immediately transformed. Things take time. You got to get these things out of your head, because your mind it's a computer, and you have to realize that you have control over this computer. But you have to be willing to separate the mind from the body, and to know that the spirit is stronger than the body. And once you realize that, is when the spirit will start to acknowledge the body's desires, but it won't give in to those bodily desires. So instead of doing that, you'll start doing things that are more worthy. You can start to get up just to make your bed, right? You can start off, make your bed. Name a couple things to be grateful for. I don't know, grab a piece of paper, write 5 things to be grateful for, write 3 things you want to accomplish, big, small, and medium. Write a couple things you want to accomplish, at least 3 things. All right, at least 3 things. So at the end of the day, you want to at least finish these 3 things. They don't got to be the toughest things ever. If you don't wash the dishes every day, okay, let that be a goal. Wash the dishes. Okay, you need to do laundry. Okay, put that as a goal. Clean your laundry. Okay, you want to pick up a book. Okay, you don't have to give yourself a crazy goal, all right? You can start off small, because eventually you're gonna start reading more. Me personally, I struggle sometimes to read 5 pages. I struggle sometimes to even start on the first page. But once I get past those pages, once I get past the first page, once I get past the second page, I really start focusing, and I start getting to 10 pages. All right, now I'm trying to get to 20 pages a day. But for right now, I'm reading like 14 pages every day. But I'm gonna go up, and I'm gonna go up. Like, it's just a level of encouragement. And I know, me personally, my environment, I'm the only person who's encouraging myself most of the time. I'm the only person who encourages myself. So I had to wake up every day, and I had to set my mind and set my pace to wake up and want to get this shit. So I want you to realize, this is a tip. When you wake up every day, I don't know how you need to remind yourself, because I know that sometimes I forget this in the morning. you forget stuff in the morning. Like when you wake up, you don't automatically start thinking. But sometimes we don't wake up in that mode. But sometimes we do. It takes process. When I wake up, sometimes I tell myself, all right, I gotta get up and do. And, saying, it's another day, another blessing, another day to work, another day to live, another day to laugh, another day to be grateful. And then I name a couple things I'm grateful for. I tell the Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for another opportunity to see my family. Lord, thank you for another opportunity to chase my dreams. Thank you for another day. Thank you for a roof over my head. Lord, thank you for this food. Lord, thank you for my daily bread. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. Always feed this mentality and, set prayers, set ambitions, and set these things. You want to build this computer. You want to build this system, all right? Because a lot of the times, a lot of people, you may not have that circle. And personally, I grew up without a encouraging circle. So me, if you watch these videos, if you've been watching me for a while, I've been having to do this shit by myself. And I don't want to make this shit look like, oh, look at me. But I had to struggle personally. I went up and down, up and down. I through my journey, I always go up and down. My discipline drops, everything, my mentality, my mental strength, it drops sometimes, and it's all right. But every day I'm gonna keep trying, and I'm trying to stop cursing. I was gonna start cursing right now, but I don't care how long it's gonna take, but I need to, in the moment, do everything that's possible. And I'm not saying this oh, I need to grind every second. No, you don't got to do that. You know what I'm saying? But it's an everyday process. You need to keep working every day. Make your bed. Do your daily, do a routine. Wash your face. Brush your teeth. Make a cup of coffee, if anything, if that helps you wake up. Do a couple push-ups. Wake yourself up. Go outside. Open your curtains. Let the sun in. Don't look on social media. You don't need your phone. You don't really need your phone. Do your best. It's okay though if you do. But just know that, look, it's a day-by-day process. Make this a healthy thing to encourage yourself. Don't encourage yourself. Don't down yourself oh, don't get on your phone. You know what I'm saying? Because you're beating yourself up. And what that does is that it sets the tone for I don't know how to explain this, but you're beating yourself up psychologically. And your subconscious doesn't know how to process that. Your subconscious takes bad jokes to yourself. It doesn't know the difference between a joke or not. Your subconscious, it reads words. So if you tell yourself you're an idiot, you're gonna believe you're an idiot. It's okay to humble yourself every now and then. It's okay to be humble in a good way, and so you can understand people, so you can have empathy. But it's important to want to instead of beating yourself up, damn it, I'm not taking action. Nah, I'm lazy. Tell yourself, it's okay. I want to see you work though. Edgar, you got this, all right? You may not have did this today, but you got this. Eventually you're gonna start working. I want to see you work. I want to see you you know what I'm saying? Talk to yourself in a good way. I love the progress I'm seeing from you. I love the work that I'm seeing from you. I love the discipline that I'm getting from you. You gotta talk to yourself. You gotta program yourself. Do the little things, bro. Keep working. Keep trying to psyop yourself. All right? And the reason why I say psyop is because you let your phone influence you. And you let the things around you, you let dopamine influence you. And it depends where you're getting your dopamine. Dopamine is the chemical that you get from satisfaction. And whatever you're going to get satisfaction from anything in life, first of all. Everything in life has a form of satisfaction. You're going to get satisfaction from it in some form or manner, or at some point. If you exercise, you don't get dopamine immediately when you start exercising, but it's after. And it's the process of working for it and delaying that dopamine, and finding where to get that dopamine. It's just you turn into a zombie when you when all you do is just consume and stay on technology and eat food that you like, um and what's it called, and just stay in bed and lay down all day, take naps, and sleep for as long as you like want. Like, it's you turn into a zombie, and you lose life in you. Like, you really forget what life is. Like, it's sad. Like, that's depressing. You don't want to do that shit. Like, you don't want to live in a life of bad habits. Like, you don't want to lay down all day. Like, that's not good for you. Like, it's not good for you in the future, and it's not good for your mind. We, we're human beings. We're made to be outside of nature. We're made to survive. We're made to thrive in communication, to strive with each other, to live off each other. We should be literally we should be striving every day. That's all I'm trying to say. And I know that in this moment, I'm not gonna be feeling the same way in the next moment. But I just know that it's up to you. Like, it's really up to you to try every day, and it's up to me to try every day. No one else is gonna tell you what to do. All you can do is just pray. All you can do is just tell yourself it's gonna be okay. You're gonna get through this. You're gonna keep, you know what I'm saying, keep doing your thing. Like I said, build discipline, because eventually, look, start making your bed, start doing things, start separating just your mind from your body, and start realizing that I have control over this body. Start realizing, stop pausing. Whenever you feel yourself wanting to give into an addiction, I want you to pause yourself. I want, before you get on your phone, before you start smoking, before you want to if you're still got a porn addiction, I want you to start, take a good breather. Just literally, I know, like, it sounds so stupid, and it sounds like so meditative and calm, but you got to realize that this shit is really real, and it really separates you from this, from being controlled by your instincts. You literally seem like a dog. You can't even, you can't even tell yourself no. Like, that's not all right, because in how do I say this? There may come a day where you might be tested. Your discipline might be tested, and you may fail, and your life may fall at that point. Or it could be a crucial point. You may be put to a point where you have to be forced physically to do something. You may be put to a point where you might be put to stress mentally, and you're not able to handle that. So you got to be willing to separate your mind from your body, and tell yourself that I have control over this. You got to be able to step back, take a breather, to calm yourself. I want you to calm yourself, take a breather, and say, do I need to do this or now? What can I do better? I want you to start reflecting and be like, what do I really need in life? What do I want to do in life? And what do I want to see myself in life? Where do I want to see myself in life? Remind yourself, give yourself motivation. It really does work, and it gives you a reminder, and it gives you awareness, and it lets you think into the future, so you prevent yourself from doing foolish things. Do I really want to say this? Is it really going to be helpful? Is it going to contribute to the conversation? Should I really speak? Do I really need to speak? Does this person really need to hear my words? Are they going to listen to me? Is this ice cream going to do me any good? If I drink this soda again, and this is the third soda this week, is it really going to help me? Is it going to build my discipline? Is it going to make me healthier? Is it going to make me stronger? Is it going to help my body? Should I really go party? Have I been catching up on sleep? Do I really need to sleep? Is it going to do me harmful to my body? Am I going to lose sleep? Am I going to drink alcohol? Like, you know what I'm saying? Do I really need this? No. Do I really need this to have fun? No. You know what I'm saying? Bring awareness to yourself before every action, good and bad. Before you even pick up a book, be like, is this even helpful to me? What can this do for me? You know what I'm saying? Things like that. Discipline takes self-awareness, and it takes a mentality to get there. It's motivation and discipline get you places, all right? You need both. And discipline is what will get you there, but motivation is what will get you to the discipline. And you need to you need to start motivating yourself to be disciplined. Don't don't focus on the big goals yet. You gotta start right at the steps where you at. You can't think about step 55 when you're on step 10. You know, you gotta keep slowly progressing. So that's all I gotta say. Um, Disciplines. Me personally, I started fasting. I'm starting to fast. Tomorrow I'm gonna fast. I was supposed to fast today, but I forgot. Like I literally ate. I woke up and then like an hour later I woke up and I started eating. Um, and then I realized like, oh, today I was supposed to fast. But tomorrow I'm gonna fast. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, amen. You know what I'm saying? The spirit is strong, but the body's weak. Yeah, man. Work out. Do mental disciplines. Put your phone away for a couple of minutes, for an hour, if it, tell yourself affirmations. Literally, like there's been studies of if you look yourself in the mirror, and if you tell yourself stuff, you could really boost your self-esteem, and it'll only work if you believe. Trust. That's one key. It'll only work if you believe, and you gotta believe in yourself. Spiritually, right? Pray for favor, but don't pray without putting in the work to deserve your prayer. All right, because things don't come. The Lord cannot bless you if you yourself do not put in work for the Lord, and mentally, you will not succeed unless you yourself are programming your mind, and physically, you will not gain anything if you're not being disciplined. So try to work on those three things. Be aware of what you do, be aware of your environment, be aware of what you say, be aware of what you hear, be aware of what you see. It's important. All right, literally everything builds up, literally. All right, as a man, if you look at women and if you start thinking certain ways, you will look at women in a lustrous way, in a lustful way. If you listen to bad music and then you let that influence you to build anger, you'll start getting prideful and arrogant when you haven't earned that, when you haven't earned your power, when you haven't earned your position. Like a gun, people get guns and they get power trips, and it's dangerous. That's dangerous. The power trip is dangerous because these people are like scrawny and like, like you could just backhand them easily, but it's the power that they get from the gun that lets them feel like they're a god or something, and it manipulates them, and they let pride and ego get the best of them. So all they do is just go straight for the gun, and power that isn't earned leads to destruction. That's why power needs to be earned, because so people know the responsibility behind it. And that's the beauty about self-improvement, is that when you start earning these things, when you start earning the knowledge, when you start earning the physical blessing and wealth and spiritual wealth, mental too, is that your life becomes better and you start living a life of fulfillment. You start to realize that happiness comes from your own choice to do things for yourself and for your own life. And it's an action to pray. It's an action to tell yourself, keep going. It's an action to tell yourself to go work out. You have a choice. And once you realize the choices that it's better than going out and partying, hanging out with people that don't care about you, or don't care about your goals, because nobody will care about your goals as much as you do. And no one will care about your spiritual life as much as you do. No one's going to tell you every day to pray. No one's going to tell you every day to keep moving and keep striving. No one's going to tell you every day to go work out. to eat healthy, and to watch what you hear, to watch what you say, to watch what you see. So you got to be aware, and you got to stay strong. So look, man, that's all the game I could provide for today. Damn, I really cooked. It would really be unfortunate if people weren't aware of what I say. Also because my editing, I don't know if I suck. Maybe if I'm gonna learn how to edit. Trust me, I will learn how to edit. But I don't want to yap. Look, thank you for watching this video. If you made it this far, I sincerely thank you. And just know that even if this video didn't provide knowledge for you, just know that the energy, the positive mindset, it will influence you. And as long as you're open to that influence and you don't have this sense of hatred and you have this sense of openness, open-mindedness, it's going to provide you value mentally. And trust me, your mind will start thinking more positively if you start seeing videos like this. Not saying stop watching my videos type shit. But look, like, that's what I mean though. Like, you know, your environment. Start watching encouraging things. That's what I finally picked up now. Like, if I want to become successful, if I want to be like rich, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If I want to become wealthy, if I want to get wealth, if I want to get rich, if I want to, you know, succeed in life, I have to be around people who are successful. And me personally, bro, I live in a small town, you know what I'm saying? Not a lot of people, I don't know if people are successful or not, you know what I'm saying? I don't judge a book by its cover. So I never know, to be honest. Because I haven't had these conversations with a lot of people, but I'm starting to have more conversations. But I'm starting to watch more videos of successful people. I was before, but I stopped. I started watching, you know, dumb shit, you know, Danny Duncan, you know, vlogs and all that. But I'm starting to watch things that are actually meaningful, and I'm starting to building an environment where all I see is conversation of rich people. And I'm opening myself up to their influence. So that's all I gotta say. A video on environment. I'm not some guru, but I could tell you a lot about environment and how it's important. Please request things, like literally. I will tell you, like anything about the mind, anything about how to. Don't be discouraged, bro. I want to build a community where we are open to spread love, spread positivity. Like, I feel like the moment that I judge someone, at the moment that I downplay someone, is the moment my community will close themselves from being open with me. So I don't want to be judgeful. And I'm not one to judge, you know what I'm saying? There's only one person who could judge. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not in that position. And I will never be in that position. But one thing for sure is, like, I give you my opinion. So I will never judge, for sure. That's all I gotta say, though. Thank you for watching this movie that I created. That's like 25% darkness, and then the rest is light. Thank you for watching. I sincerely thank you. Please like the video. Comment anything. Literally, please comment something. This will boost my video. Please. But hey, man, have a great day. Please apply what I said, and if you already do, that's great. Yeah, keep doing you, bro. Amen.